Doesn't want to play, Mills. So Bella is now 6 weeks pregnant. She's looking pretty round. So she's carrying a bit more weight now. So normally Bella hovers around 30 kilos. We weighed her the other day as all the others went to the vets to have their vaccination, so she tagged along. She's now 34 kilos, so she's gained quite a bit. She doesn't really want to play, as you saw before. Millie was sort of bouncing around trying to get her to play. She doesn't really want to play. She'll have a bit of a run around, but she doesn't want to wrestle or anything like that. She's very whingy and vocal at home, very hungry. Is needing the toilet slightly more often as well, which is, again, pretty normal. Any of you at home have been pregnant, you know those babies squish your bladder and everything else. So she's asking to go out to the toilet a little bit more often, which is normal. So things are progressing along really nicely. She seems pretty happy in herself other than that in general. She's eating well. She's still active. She still wants to go out for walkies and things like that. But yeah, she wants to snuggle a lot more. She wants a bit more quiet time, a little bit less crazy time. So it's all getting exciting now. So next week onwards, we'll start to feel the puppies be able to wiggle around usually, which is always my most favourite part. I could sit there for hours with their hand on her tummy, just like feeling them wiggle and kick, and it's just the cutest little thing ever. Things have started to arrive, so I've ordered a whole big load of vet bed. I've got the new puppy collars, the identification collars have arrived. Waiting for an extra bit of panel for the whelping box to make it a bit bigger. More puppies equals more space needed. We'll be ordering another bit to the pen area as well, so we can extend that a little bit. I'd already bought a bunch of other stuff because it's stuff that can be used with like each litter. So we've got a little pop-up play tent and tunnel because the last tunnel that we had got wrecked. I'm going to be going and picking up a little paddling pool because again the last one that we had got trashed by the big dogs after the puppies had gone. So we're going and picking up one of those, and that'll have balls in it, and if the weather gets warm enough we'll do a little bit of water in there as well. The M boxes you've seen have been ordered and are on the way. It's all systems go now. Although this is kind of like the quiet before the storm. Like there's not, other than like buying lots of things. Really? Leave it, good girl. Seeing the rabbits further up the field again. But other than buying lots of things, there's not a lot going on. So it's it's a nice relaxy bit. But yeah, in about 2 weeks, about a week and a half now, I'll be setting the whelping box up downstairs in the front room, and we'll start getting Bella settled with it, and I'll start sleeping downstairs with her, and getting her used to being there, because for the first 2 weeks of the puppy's life I'll be sleeping downstairs with her and them as well. Just to keep an eye, make sure nobody gets squished in the night or anything like that. She never has. All of our girls have always been very careful with the babies. Toki, to the point where she would stand outside the whelping box and cry at me to move them because she couldn't get in because they'd spread themselves out. So yeah, they're very careful with the babies, which is lovely. But it's always better safe than sorry, and it's much more comfort for the girls as well. But I know Bella really appreciates me being close by when she's in her most vulnerable sort of state, as it were, when the babies are really small. So it's so that's going to be exhausting, but it's absolutely worth it. But yeah, so that's what we're up to. Next video diary, whenever something else happens up until the next point. Millie, this way please. Thank you. Good girl, Bobo's. So yeah, enjoy your day.